Good morning. Let's try that again. Good morning. All right, that's more like it. Let me first say thank you for this opportunity to come and be before you on this morning. Something that I take great honor and pride in to be a part of this program. Let's give all of those who have participated so far a big round of applause. There was a song in particular that was saying, "Lift every voice and sing." The author of that song was James Weldon Johnson. It was a song that's near and dear to me, not only because it was part of the national Negro anthem, but it's near and dear to me because he was one of my fraternity brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Incorporated. And when he wrote that song, there is a particular verse in that song that it says, "Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us." Then it comes to talking about facing the rising sun of a new day begun. If we really break that down, he's talking about our past, our present, and our future. Why Black History Month? Some would promote it, some would disagree to promote it. Some would even argue the fact that you give me the shortest month of the year and expect me to get all my history. That is not the purpose of Black History Month. The purpose of Black History Month is to remind us of who we truly are. Black History Month is greater than the civil rights movement. Black History Month goes beyond slavery. Black History Month takes us back to the creation of time. When you understand true Black history, you understand one of the greatest mysteries in the world today, or the pyramids in Egypt. The pyramids in Egypt that was built and have people baffled right now, that took arithmetic, that took engineering, and it took a whole lot of know-how into building something that frustrated Napoleon so mad that he shot the nose off the Sphinx. And when we understand that Black history is a combination of everything of who I am, because of Black history, I get to understand the contributions that we have made to this great country that we call the United States of America. When I talk about Lewis Latimer, some of you may have never heard of Lewis Latimer, but you experience Lewis Latimer every day of your life. Maybe you've heard of the man by the name of Thomas Edison, who patented the light bulb. And I want you to understand what that means. He patented the light bulb, but Lewis Latimer designed it. He designed it so every time you flick that light, that was because of an African American mindset. In 1879, when the light bulb was patented, I don't need to remind you that slavery existed, deceased in 1865. But despite it all, it encourages us to remember that Black history has a significance. When I tell you about a man by the name of Henry Thomas Sampson Jr., you maybe never heard of him, but the technology that he developed you use every day, and it's called your cell phone. When I tell you about a Daniel Hale Williams, you may have never heard of him, but he has literally saved millions of lives. The first man in the world to successfully perform open heart surgery from African American hands. So why Black History Month? To remind us that there's greatness within you. And I'm not just talking to African American people only. Because when you break down the word history, it's simply him telling his story, his story. We heard about Harriet Tubman, also known as Black Moses, but she couldn't have been successful without the help of Quakers. So it takes all of us to make this all come together. Some of you will go on to college and you'll hear of the Divine Nine. And in that Divine Nine, you understand that there was a reason for bringing people together to understand that it's bigger than you. Yes, Black Lives Matter, but all lives matter when we talk about Black history. If we really want to get technical and go down to the core of who we are, the word Adam comes from the Arabic word aduma, simply means man of dark clay. Black history matters, not to those who don't care, but for those who don't even know why it exists. To encourage you that maybe in this audience this morning, there's a brother Daniel Hale sitting out there to create a cure for cancer. Maybe there's someone out there in the audience right now that will literally be able to put man on the moon. I don't know. But Black History Month is important and significant. Yes, I Have a Dream was the greatest speech ever written by man. But somebody set the table for Martin Luther King. Somebody set the table for Frederick Douglass. Someone set the table for you and I. Who is Black history? You and I are Black history. May 19th, 1967, I would have never thought that I would be standing before you in 2018 as a man who was not only the first one to go to college from his family, but the first one to graduate with a bachelor's, the first one to graduate with a master's, the first one to graduate with a doctorate, and letting them know that there's still work to be done. You are Black history. Whether you're Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, because it takes a community to raise a village, to raise a child. And when you pull back the soul of man, all that matters is his heart. All that matters is his consciousness. To understand, greater is he that is within me. So Black history is significant. Not just for the United States of America, but for the entire world. I thank you all for this time. I hope something was said to enlighten you and encourage you. To God be the glory.